don't forget to subscribe for more reviews. Please also like. Thank you.
Hello there everyone, Tom here again, and today we have the privilege of taking a look at two different figures. This is Buster Skywing and this is Striker Manus. Both of these are made by Make or Make Toys, whichever one you prefer, and they're part of the Cross Dimension series. Now, I don't own, let me rephrase that. This is the first time I've had the opportunity to look at a Striker Manus, and I'm really looking forward to seeing what it does. Having said that, I have to tell you, I bought this from TF Source. It was part of their Valentine's Day special, so I'm quite pleased with the price of it. It was 120 bucks, I think, for both figures. Striker Manus here didn't come in a box. He came in this bag, and his accessories are right here. So, no instructions, no nothing, it was just him in a bag. Now, I've had worse instructions. I'm looking at these. Yeah, I've had worse instructions, but I had to watch a video to figure out how to transform this guy. Again, I know he's an old figure, but he's the first one I've had. So here's what we're going to do. Here's how we're going to do this review. I'm going to open up Buster Skywing, we're going to do a review on him, and then we're going to do a review on Striker Manus. When I get to the point where these two would logically combine in this video, I'll probably pull all the parts off and just set them aside. Then I'll do his review, and then I'll combine them all. So we'll get two reviews, and we'll go from there. So we're going to start right now with this one. So we're going to start with Buster Skywing here. This will be the first video, and the box is coming in at approximately 11.5 inches. It's long. It's probably every bit of 13.5 inches by 3 3.25. So here's the front. The side has a picture of him there. The top, I don't think. Yeah, I can. Alright, it's got his name and whatnot on it. The side, we get sort of a half picture of him, and on the back we get all this right here. I'll zoom in here a little bit so you can see. Slowly pan down, that's how he combines, and over to here he comes with weapons and accessories. Alright, so looking at the box here, why don't we go ahead, open it up, and we'll take it from there. Alright, so let's see here. Let's raise up our camera, pull down our angle, and adjust accordingly. And alright, we get our instruction sheet here, which I'm pretty sure Make Toys does a video on how to do all their stuff. So if you ever get strung up on the instructions, you can always do that, which I think is a wonderful thing. We get this thing right here. What do we call that? A wing, I guess. It's measuring in more than tip to tip, more than 12 inches. I'd say, just eyeballing it, I'd say it's at least 13 inches. Of course, these things move in. From there we can measure. From here to here, we're looking at about 10.5 approximately. So yeah, it's a nice thing. It's got lots of detail on it, some molded stuff. Yeah, these move. Yeah. Stuff and things. Alright, we get this right here. We get two of them, which are guns. Nice molded detail. We've got some gunmetal gray here. Looks really nice. Nice. Everything, all this gray is painted, except for this. Alright, we get these things. I'm not sure about just yet. There's three of them. Get this piece right here. We get this piece right here, which is painted in a gunmetal gray. It's very, very nice looking paint. We get two of those. We get sort of the signature guns for Skyfire. Every Skyfire has to have these, so of course he comes with two. Got some nice molded detail. We have silver, we have gunmetal, and flat red plastic, and some white right here. Yeah, not bad. These things right here are coming in at about, right about 6 inches approximately. The widest point on them is about almost an inch, pretty close. So yeah, and then we get the figure. Let's can't zoom out. Okay, then we get the figure. The figure itself, make sure he's standing upright, is coming in at approximately 9.5 to the head. Shoulder to shoulder in this mode, we're looking at approximately 6 inches. Depth wise, let's call it 3 inches. And that's his dimensions here. So, let's see here. The helmet rises up. You can see his head. I don't like his helmet. I might get rid of that. I don't know. I might not. Really not a fan of that helmet. Okay, but let's see here. Why don't we zoom in on the head sculpt here so that we can, pardon me, take a look here. So he has a pretty goofy looking face sculpt in the front. I mean, he's got duck lips. Look at that. The eyes are just slits or slotted spots that they've painted. Profile's not so bad, but he looks really... Okay, so I'm sorry, these were not eyes. These are the eyes. The very fact that I couldn't tell should say something. He's got this funky chin going on, like a chin beard from hell. Yeah, I'm just... This is what he looks like with his helmet on. Sadly, I actually think he probably looks a little better with it. Let's see here. Zooming out a little bit, we've got some nice details here in this blue, this metallic blue. This is kind of a flat red. It's not metallic. We have silver here and blue right here. This is matte black, I think. At the top we have turbines. You can see they're nice. Let's see here. Coming on down the figure, we get red right here, some of that flat red, some more of that metallic blue, some more gunmetal. On his arms we have this nice blue right here and this black. Coming down we have red right here on this leg, but not this one. Interesting. I like a little break up here. I wonder if it's supposed to be that way or if they just messed it up. I don't know. Either way, I still like it. We have some white, that looks like Tampo paint right there. We've got some more of that gunmetal right here in the toesies. We've got some picked out details right here. Nice molded details in gunmetal. We've got some more of that gunmetal right here. Let's see. From the back, he looks like this. We got some more of that blue. Some more blue right there. We have these picked out in blue. There's a little ring right there on the gunmetal. That's the flat plastic. I think that's flat plastic too. And he looks like this all the way down. So, I tell you what I'm going to do. Give me a few minutes and I will dress him up, put all of his accoutrements on that I can, and we'll take a look at him from there. So here he is all armored up, and as you can see, he's got those pieces on his arm. He now has his wings on, and he's got his cannons right here. Now, if you like, you can pull these out and kind of do that look if you want. They're just on a hinge. Personally, I don't much care for that look, so no. Articulation, his head's on a ball joint. Again, that comes up and down. The arms are on a soft ratchet. They can go all the way around. This is going to bump into it. They can come up that far, and then this feels like it can. That can go up, you can't see, that far with it like that. So if we take this off, he ought to be able to go all the way up here. Yes, he can. So he would be able to go wee if he wanted to. Let's put this back on for now. Yeah, it just plugs right in there. Like that. Solid ratchet. I'm not sure why we need that solid of a ratchet, but okay. Let's see here, getting these out of the way. He does have an ab crunch of sorts. He can extend that far, which you can't see. He can, there he is standing straight up, and you can get maybe 2 clicks out of it, just enough to look down a little bit. So that's something. He has waist articulation. He can go all the way around with his waist. The legs, all the way forward as much as you want. Back, it's going to run into that, so he's not going to be able to do the full American splits. But nice hard ratchets all the way out to the side. He can definitely do the Chinese splits. Okay. He has ankle tilt up and down. He's got a full rocker. So that is as far as the figure can go and still be flat-footed. So he can go all the way with that. Alright, so let's see. There's articulation. I think we need to do scale comparisons and then transform.
Holy crap, that's a really big seeker.
Actually, Nemesis, that's not a seeker. That's supposed to be Jetfire.
Wasn't he a good seeker?
No, Jetfire was a Decepticon for about 3 seconds, and then he switched over to the Autobots.
I should have known. He's all in white. What is that? White Knights, all that good stuff.
Yeah. This is also from the Cross Dimension series, so it's not part of your continuity. In fact, if we really want to get technical, you're not technically part of the G1 continuity.
What?
Yeah, you kind of came along after the G1 cartoon. I don't remember ever seeing Nemesis Prime in G1. Could be wrong, but I don't think I am.
So, he's an Autobot jet?
Yep, he's an Autobot jet.
Damn it. Now I'm just all depressed.
Well, I'm sorry you're depressed, Nemesis, but, you know, what do you do?
At least he's not a Legends.
That's right. Now, you can go now.
I go.
I know, but you're always watching.
Damn it, that's my line! Rah!
Sorry, folks. Having successfully subdued Nemesis...
That's what you think.
What do you say we transform this guy? So, I'm going to tell you right now, this is not the easiest transformation I've ever seen, and I'll save the rest for final thoughts. Just bear with me, and I'll do my best to try and transform this guy on camera. So the very first thing I like to do is take off his accoutrements. That's a fun word to say, accoutrement. Since we're going to be putting these in on him in jet mode, we need to connect them together, and they look like that when they're connected. So, yay for that. I don't care if anybody... I don't think I covered that. So, just to be safe, these guns are coming in at about 7.5 inches. Alright, when they're combined. Set those off to the side. Now, this thing does some funny things. The legs are going to go up to where the top is, and the back is going to go around, and it does weird things. So one of the things I have discovered that is helpful, and I don't know if it'll help anybody else or not, is to pull off this part. It makes it a little bit easier when you're starting out. Turn the head around, raise these things up, turn them around, and pull it down. It's got a connector right here. I'm hoping I remember how to do this right. I successfully got it done once. Let's be fair, once. Alright, we've turned this around. This is going to come up. The cockpit is in here. So, I don't know where all this dog hair came from. Oh wait, it's spring. Or almost spring. They're probably getting ready to shed. This connects right here. I wonder if I can take this off. I can. And you know what? I can put an Autobot symbol right there. That's what it's there for. Okay. Pop that right there. And this is just going to connect with this tab right here. Dog hair not included. Go away. Daggone. Alright. Now on my copy, yours may be different. If you look, it's not quite level. And as a result, it doesn't like to clip in as well. This is going to come over, and we just bring it down, and that's going to come over several times because it's going to not work right. We open this up, rotate our fist around. I think it goes like this. I wouldn't swear to it, but I think it does. Comes in. No, I was wrong. Like that, maybe? No, that's not right either. Daggone it, Tom, you're not doing this right. Let's see, maybe like this. No, it's got to go like this. Maybe it's just all in how you hold your jaw, as they say. Yeah, it was like that. Okay. So, we bring this up, open this up, bring it so that the thumb is pointing down. Points of articulation as well, this opens up. I don't know if I showed that or not. I don't think I did. And then this just comes in. It's going to set in right there like that. And that'll shut down. Okay. Now, one of the first problems that I had with this, and I readily admit it was my problem, not the toys. I didn't push this crotch piece up all the way into it, and it kind of needs to be that way. So bring your legs all the way down like this. I think that's how you do it. And then we just push our crotch piece around here. These pieces have to be out silver bits, okay? And it needs to set as high in here as you can get it. Just as, there we go, like that. See how it's kind of flush now? Additionally, bring out your legs here on this cut joint And this right here is going to tab into a little spot right there. So you just got to get it in there until it fits. And it's not going to tab solidly, but it will stay in there if you mess with it enough. Now, as far as the arms go, you've got to get them pulled all the way down here, and they come up into this section right here, and they turn around until you have something like this, I think. These things connect together here. So, alright, you have to have these turned around like this. This comes down like that. Now there are, you got to get these just as close together as you can, and even then it's not happy to do it. These are going to pin together right here and right here. And let me tell you, they're not going to stay. They don't like staying together. So, but that's how it goes. Just like that right there. Alright, now, to get the foot ready, open up your back panel, pop that open, and just kind of leave that for right now. This bit right here is going to slide forward like that. It's on a little bit of a slider. Now, we got stuff we got to do with the toe and the foot. Basically, we're going to rotate the toe around so that it's 180 degrees. And what's going to happen here is this is going to come in as it's rotated. This is going to come over the top, and it's going to come in right here and set over top of the wings when we get the wings ready. Okay, right now we're just kind of getting stuff prepared. Man, all that dog hair. This comes around like this. This will be the landing gear for it. So, yeah, let me raise up the camera and bring it down so that you all can hopefully, oh, pardon me, see what I'm doing here. This is going to fold in on itself, and there's a pin right here that you can see. It's going to go into this port right there. There's a tab right here that's going to get this tab right there, and that's kind of how it sets together. Believe it or not, I'm going to go ahead, I think, and put the wing back on it. It just snaps into place here. Okay, so, oh, before I do that, I need to rotate the wings so that they're in the correct position. And they just tab in so that they're solid. Alright, now this comes down. As I said, the foot here is going to come around, the leg rather, and there's a tab, a port right here. There's a tab on the very bottom of this. You can see it right here in this one, and it tabs in right here, and it is a pain in the patootie to get it to do what you want it to, but it is possible. Most things are possible with patience and time. So it will tab in. Let's go ahead and get this other one ready. Nope, that stays. See, that's why it's supposed to lock into place right there to stay. Oh, I haven't gotten this one ready yet, have I? This comes forward like that. This opens up and comes out, and it goes underneath here. The foot comes around, rotates like this, comes up. Part of my thing just popped off. Hang on just a second and I'll go get it. And it just pops off. It's It's got a hole right here and a slot right there, and they just come in and do this right here. I don't know why they didn't pin that. I would have pinned that. Parts count maybe? I don't know. But additionally, if you notice, this comes in like this, and they'll just kind of all come together, look kind of like this. There are pins and slots here for things. The hardest part of this entire transformation is going into this part right here, where you've got to get everything lined up, and you've got these T-clips right here that are going to go into slots on this, and it's a pain in the patootie to get it all lined up just the right way with just the right amount of stuff. And is it doable? Absolutely. Is it easy? Well, easy, I have discovered, is a relative term. Sometimes the term easy is used to replace the term skill. Sometimes it's not. In this particular instance, it can be, what's the word I want to use? Problematic. So I'm not going to sit here and fight for 3 hours on camera trying to get this to work properly. What I will do, though, is I will get this into the proper position, kind of like that right there, and disregard taking forever. There's a pin and a port right here that plugs in. If I can get it, it's already in on this side. Of course it came loose. He says he's not going to do it on camera, and yet what's he doing? Sitting here fighting with it on camera. There's that. And then we just bring this up and in. And it tabs in. And guess what, folks? I just got it on camera. Alright. Now, oh, crud. I bet I just... No, I didn't. Okay. My luck would have been, it would have unsnapped everything right then. That would have actually been consistent with the way this thing works. But I digress. Save those concerns for final thoughts, Tom.
Yeah, Tom, save them for final thoughts.
Thank you, Nemesis, for your, what do we call that, color commentary?
I haven't even started complaining about you yet. That's not color commentary. That's just common knowledge.
Okay, so these come up. The last thing we do is there's a little bit here that comes out and plugs into the wing here, like that, on both sides. It's just it's a little touch, but I have to tell you, I like little touches like that. It makes a difference. It shows that they care about their product, even if it's a pain in the patootie to try and get it to work right. Alright, so this is basically it. It has landing gear. This comes down, and invariably it's going to disconnect the top there. The feet here become landing gear, so hang on to them and just bring them down like that. And there it is. Now, I'm not 100% sure I've got this correct. The directions weren't really 100% clear, mostly because of this, and I can't seem to figure out what to do with this. I would think it would need to go in, but there's something I'm missing, but I'm not sure what. So, but regardless, I mean, this is kind of sort of what it looks like right here. Now, in this mode, the wingspan is going to be the same. We're coming in at approximately 10.5 inches, and the height of it is right about 2.5-ish. Yeah. Last thing we do is we bring in our Skyfire weapons here, and we put them on. So I'm going to put one on each so you all can see the difference between the two of them. One thing I have noticed is that they don't go in these quite as well, mostly because the thing's not as deep, but you can set it there. They're supposed to go in right here and sit like this. So yeah, this is, damn it, this is Buster Skywing, and alright, this is starting to piss me off here, folks. I mean, they just kind of sit there. They're not super secure, but having said that, they ought to at least stay. I think these are supposed to go up over top of that too. Honestly, it's a pain in the patootie, so I'm not really too stressed over it. I am going to go ahead at this point, and I think we will do some scale comparisons. Final thoughts wise about Make Toys, Make Toys, Buster Skywing. I like the figure. I like the profile. I think it is a nice upgrade. Right here we have the classics, the classics Skyfire. I use this when I want a Jetfire for my Legends figures. This would be too large for the Legends figures. Maybe not the, yeah, he's still way too big for the Legends figures. Yeah, he's just, these are the oversized Legends. He'd be way too big for standard Legends. He would work, however, maybe for, what are these, Deluxes, I think. Yeah, I could kind of see that. I could kind of see that. Even the Prime here that I have, yeah, that he's almost Deluxe size, so Prime would have to be bigger. Prime would have to be about right here on him for my scale. But for standard Deluxe, yeah, he'd probably work. Now, pardon me. Let's go ahead and get Jetfire here out of the way. The quality. This is excellent plastic quality. I have seldom, if ever, had plastic quality this good. It's I'm not joking when I say that. It is good. This is top shelf plastic. I never once believed that it was going to break or anything else. It's good. I like it quite a bit. The playability, it is highly dynamic as far as being able to move and do things like that. Having said that, however, I'm not 100% sure I really like the playability of it. It's fiddly at times. It falls apart in certain places that it probably shouldn't. It does combine with Optimus, so I mean there is always that, but I don't know, I think it's missing something, and I'm not entirely sure exactly what it is that it's missing. The cost. I got this at TF Source. Pardon me, I'm very sorry. I bought this at TF Source. It was only, with the Striker Mantis, as I've already previously explained, it was, I think, $125, and yeah. It's worth it, if for nothing else, for me to just be able to take a look at it and enjoy what I'm seeing. And I do enjoy it. This is a stylized version of Skyfire, and I have to tell you, I really like this. I'm one of those people that loved the Masterpiece, the old Masterpiece series, where they kind of stylized it a little bit, made it more real world. I've never been a fan of the Hypertune accuracy. That's just me. That's just my thing. This fits in that idea. Now, Striker Manus is too far removed for me. This is just on that side of being okay. So I like it. I like it quite a bit. I would prefer a clean cockpit, none of the electronic stuff underneath it, but that's just me. I'd like to be able to take off his helmet all the way. Again, that's just me. Yeah, do I recommend it? For the price I paid for both of them, abso-freaking-lutely. I don't think this is... This feels like it could take a shelf dive and still be okay. Maybe not from the absolute top shelf, but it's still alright. It's got a nice heft to it. It can be positioned in various different ways to make it look good. Yeah, I think this is a good thing. So, yeah, it's got my thumbs up. We will... the next video that we do, we're going to take all the parts off and we're going to connect them. So, I will end after I get 3 Autobot stickers on it, and I'm going to show how they look now. So now he has 3 Autobot stickers. He's got one there, and one you can't see right in here, but I know it's there, so that's good for me. Alright, this is Tom. Thanks for watching. Nemesis and I will see you...
Hey, leave me out of this!
...at the next review.
Thank you for watching my Papa's channel. Please subscribe and like. Thank you.
Vitamin John. Operators are standing by.